Hi, this is Lorraine Pursell. I want to thank you so much for joining this webinar. I'm so excited to share with you my almost 30 years of counseling and coaching amazing women around the world to stay in business and stay healthy while they're doing it. And so I have an invitation to you. First of all, if you would get a pen and paper, because I know some things are going to stand out and you're going to want to take notes on it. Number two, try to not multitask for the next 45 minutes so that you can get the most out of this for your business, health, and longevity. And also maybe you might want to go somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 45 minutes. Okay, let's begin. How to charge your worth, end the hustle, and find ease and flow in your business. Learn my proven method to heal your inner child so she'll finally let you succeed. My bold promise to you is I'm going to show you my proven method to get unstuck as a female entrepreneur and gain ease and flow in your success. Without this method, you cannot find stamina to stay the course, you cannot avoid burnout and stay healthy, and you cannot have a balanced life, especially as an empath, ultra-sensitive business owner. My step-by-step guide to inner child healing will release what stops your success, especially if you're an empath. Who is this for? The heart-centered female entrepreneurs who want to make a difference. You have a big purpose and calling and want to make a huge difference with your life. You have a dream, you have a vision, you see it, and you're excited, but you struggle to grow your business and don't know how to remove the blocks. You feel afraid to charge your worth for fear that people won't buy. And you know that something's stopping you, but you can't fully solve it, even after spending thousands of dollars on self-development programs, coaches, books, and method. You are tired of being stuck and you want more. Does this sound like you? You feel guilty for charging what you need to run your business well. So you undercharge. Who am I to charge that much? You quietly think your services aren't that important. There are so many similar offers. How am I different? So you lose your enthusiasm and momentum. You fear others' judgment, you lose courage and feel defeated. Why can't this be easier? What's wrong with me? Your inner critic is constantly sabotaging and ends up paralyzing you. So you doubt yourself. I don't feel qualified. You stop before you can start, or you limp along doing just all right, but your success never seems to match the vision in your head. So I invite you to just sit back and relax with me and meet some of my favorite people. This is my sister in the lower left, and my aunt, who is in her 90s in San Francisco, and my son taking me to dinner in South Carolina. Meet Roswana. She was able, through my program and methods, to have the courage to double her rates and hit 6 figures in a balanced way for her husband and beautiful children. I've been where you might be right now. I was insecure and afraid. I had very low self-esteem. I had very high self-consciousness. I was a major people pleaser. I thought I wasn't good enough. I wasted years worrying about what everyone else thought about me. And I compared myself to others constantly. I could never seem to catch traction in my business, even though I had a big dream and vision. But then I found how to stop that and heal so that I could go big and make the difference I wanted. Somehow I was able to keep my dream alive. I've been a lifelong entrepreneur since I was a little girl. I've had 25 years as a former marriage, family, and child counselor. For 5 years, I was a university professor teaching management of clinical practice. I'm a certified life coach. I've had success in both brick and mortar and online businesses. I've had years with my own radio shows. In 2015, I was honored to become an International Bestselling Author. And I've had 2.5 years of weekly shows on NBC TV recently. But really what's most important to me is that I've been able to help thousands globally say yes to their dream and powerfully live their lives since 1995. In these next 45 minutes, I'm going to share the real root that holds us back and exhausts us as business women. Why we must charge our right fee for our services to stay in business and make the impact we want. How to finally release the shame, doubt, and fear that stops us from fully giving our gifts, and the true cause of burnout for women and how we can thrive instead. And I'll share the solutions to all of these issues, so don't get overwhelmed. I've got you. At the very end, I'm going to tell you how we will always be guaranteed to succeed, so stay with me. But without these 3 shifts that I'm going to share with you, you'll always be stopped from the big work that you came to the planet to do. I'll show you how to reach your business goals with ease and grace instead of push and hustle. And I'll also share my signature method for becoming a nurtured entrepreneur that still helps me and thousands of empaths in business come into their peaceful power. You'll stand up from the others as you become more you, as you become more visible, and as you become more confident. You'll have the balanced life that you've wanted. No more sacrificing. You'll fall in love with yourself and your contribution to the world, and you'll value yourself enough to charge your worth so that you can keep going in your business and make the impact that you wanted with health and with ease. These are just some of my amazing clients that I'm going to introduce you to today. And they've all been exactly where we have been, feeling insecure, afraid, not charging their worth, and now they're stepping up, they're expanding, and they're able to do so with confidence and a solid foundation. This is Rose Cole. She's a globally famous spiritual teacher. And she says, Lorraine is a tremendously gifted healer. Her insights, love, and intuition make her very powerful in her gifts. People are lucky who get into her schedule and work with her. Absolutely free of judgment and very humble, her clients consider her a trusted friend, and her humor and lightness is very comforting, making for easy, positive change. Lorraine is a master coach, a master seer, a wise sage, and a gifted medicine woman. Thank you, Rose. So how did I discover my method? In my 25 years as a former marriage, family, and child counselor, it really bothered me that my beautiful clients couldn't compliment themselves without being highly embarrassed. And so there was so much shame and guilt inside of them that they couldn't come through, even though we were working through all of the issues. And here were these beautiful people that I saw their potential and I knew what they were capable of. And it broke my heart and grieved greatly. And I noticed the same tendencies in myself. So I made this a major project. What was at the root of this shenanigan, this baloney? My clients had big dreams, but they struggled to feel worthy of them. I'm not good enough. I'm not as good as her. I'm not pretty or charismatic enough. I feel fat. I should wait until I get in shape. I'm too old. It will just have to be a dream. I'm afraid I won't have all the answers. Who am I? I'm just me. I'm scared of being judged and criticized. Do any of these sound familiar? Basically, these are all excuses for us to stay small and safe. So these are the 3 major shifts you must make to have a thriving business without burning out. Number 1, charge your worth. As empaths, we flat out feel guilty for charging. We are self-conscious, we feel awkward, we dread being inauthentic, or God forbid, greedy. We basically feel unworthy at the root. But the root of the sabotage, I understood in my master's program. I studied something called arrested development. We actually have a scared inner child inside of us who stops us and keeps us stuck. So she stops growing whenever we were shamed, embarrassed, or humiliated, whenever we began using anything to numb the pain, like alcohol, cigarettes, or overeating. Notice I have overeating underlined because that's always been my thing. When we were traumatized, no matter how small it may seem, probably heard this one, someone saying to you, why aren't you over this yet? You're an adult. That happened to you so long ago. It should be done by now. Or when we were yelled at or scolded, like happened to me all the way back in kindergarten when my teacher told me to be quiet, sit still, and stay put. And so I actually did that for most of my life. So we're afraid to expand and be seen. She keeps us small to stay safe. And this makes it really hard to earn enough money to thrive in business. Your inner child won't let you go forward unless she matures. Think of a scared little 2-year-old hiding behind a mother's legs. Without this healing, you'll usually be money awkward as an empath. And as empaths, we must handle this or it's over. We are the emotional superhighway for everything that's around us. Your scared little girl can run the show for you when you're expanding in your success, unless you gently persuade her to come along. And the word gently is really important. When we're expanding, we usually feel afraid, so we need to gently coax her along. But I promise you, when you properly heal her, you'll feel integrated, aligned, and worthy to charge and receive your right fee. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to really coax your inner little girl along. And what we have to do is develop a relationship with her. It might sound weird. Maybe you've never heard of the inner little girl before, but there are 3 questions that you have to ask yourself as soon as you notice yourself getting nervous or scared. And number 1 is, where in my body do I feel this? This is really important because we're in a society that teaches us to not notice these things. We are taught to ignore things that are uncomfortable. And so it sometimes is a big challenge to begin to notice, where in my body do I feel it? So whenever you notice yourself being nervous or scared, you're going to ask yourself, question number 1, where in my body do I feel it? You might feel an adrenaline rush or a tight gut or nausea, when you're about to be brave, or a visibility hangover after you have been brave. These are all inner child things. So do you feel it in your hands? Do you feel it in your head, in your gut, in your heart, in your legs? Where do you feel it? So start to get really familiar. Every time you notice yourself tightening up, what's going on? Question number 2, ask yourself, when was the earliest time you remember feeling this? Now, our body never forgets anything. It's embedded in our body. So when was the earliest age you remember feeling this? Could be 2, could be 4. You might remember an incident, but you don't have to. If you do, that's fine, but don't strain to try to find it. Just when was your earliest age that you can go back to, that you remembered this? Sometimes it's even in the womb. So you're going to go to that little girl. It may be you as a little girl, or it may be another image in your mind of who that is. And you're going to get down on her level. You're going to look into her eyes, and you're going to say, question number 3, what do you need from me right now to feel safe? What do you need from me right now to feel safe? And then you're going to do it. Whatever it is, she may want you to read to her. She may want you to play with her. Maybe she wants to just hang out with you in the kitchen. My little girl wanted to get in my lap, and all she did for 2 years was hide her head in my chest, and I didn't see her face for 2 years until she finally felt safe enough to come out and grow and play. And now she's off playing. So this really does happen. Is actually the opportunity for you to reparent yourself, to do the things that our parents weren't able to do. I mean, it's impossible for them to give us everything. So trust me, she does feel safe and come along when it's done the right way. And this is how I've helped my clients. Imagine you being on your path to inner wisdom and guidance. Imagine all parts of you working together in harmony. And imagine no more inner conflict. You will feel worthy to receive your right fee so that you can go the distance with your dream, go the distance with your vision, and go the distance with your purpose. But without this, you won't. There goes your dream. there goes your vision. There goes your promise to yourself. And this is what I call the compromised purpose. The compromised purpose. Where are we denying the vision that's been given to us by God, universe, source, all that is? Where are we letting ourselves down by saying no to our desires, no to our dreams, no to our visions, no, minimizing our desires, minimizing the things that we want to do, minimizing those great big dreams? Where are we tolerating and settling with relationships and situations that don't serve us? And where are we hiding and staying small when you know there's so much more for you? The greatest abandonment is self-abandonment. And you may have been abandoned in your life, but it's nothing compared to self-abandonment. It is the worst abandonment possible. Meet Ying Lo. Because of some generational trauma, she developed a coping mechanism that didn't serve her and kept her blocked. When we started healing her inner child, she was able to end bad relationships and gain so much clarity that she couldn't access before she did my unique processes. So this is Jane. And once we identified some issues that she wasn't addressing and used my methods to easily let go, we were able to get the plan of action that she was lacking before. I used my signature methods that are fast and efficient so that she didn't have to waste any more of her precious time being stuck. This is Esther in France. Esther didn't think she was good enough, even though she was a highly gifted intuitive healer. She was scared of running her sessions, so she couldn't even start her business. I was able to help her, number one, see her value. Number two, show her how to structure her sessions so that instead of her clients draining her, she was energized by them. She could go on to heal her people's lives with her gifts. I've worked with countless women to reverse the effects of pushing too hard for too long. We're all innocent, though. It's just what we've all been taught. We've innocently learned to grind it out. But women especially need to be more sensitive because we have delicate nervous systems that can break down a lot easier. We need a different way of operating. Sometimes chronic conditions can happen if we aren't gentle with ourselves, if we don't pay attention to our bodies while we build our businesses. The same thing can happen to men for sure, but we won't make it for the long run if we don't take care and pace ourselves. We need the masculine structures for sure as containers for our feminine so we can get things done, but it must be balanced. As women, we have special powers. Men have them too, and we all need to develop them. Pushing and forcing. We must sometimes push through with our resistant inner child, but after the push is done, let's go back and take care. The masculine business model has become a lifestyle that cannot be sustained. Even men aren't supposed to do it for very long. You hear of men dying in their 40s from this push. Pushing day, after week, after month, after year, and it all compounds. We, the feminine, have the softer side of accomplishing. It's ease. It's tapping into flow and trusting our inner wisdom for guidance. It's following the feel good and trusting that it will lead us to where we need to be on time. It's jumping on the inspirations, the urges, the desires, but doing them right away when the groundswell of energy has you and trusting that it's enough. When you don't have to grind it out, you could flow with something more, something beyond explanation, something more magical that can take you 100 times, even 1,000 times beyond what seems logical. It gives us an exponential edge. It's here for all of us, not just women. It's tapping into our inner guidance that's with us all the time. It's learning to recognize it and work with it. It's the gift we're given. Cultivating this inspiration can fuel us. It expands your life in abundance, love, and success with ease and grace. You're in the zone. You're in the flow. You're in the stream and it's carrying you. This is the new business model. The feminine business model is the new way to do life and business. You've experienced this. It's the subtle art of waiting for the groundswell of grace and not pushing the river, not making it happen, trusting that the inspiration will come. You're an infinite being. Your real work is to stay connected to that power source. That's what I help my clients do. All in ease, all in flow, all in unexplainable joy, all balancing the masculine with the feminine. And everything falls into place. Instead of compromise, it's aligning with your truth. Instead of adrenaline burnout, it's healing your nervous system, being more gentle and deliberate. Instead of arrested development, it's moving forward genuinely in less fear and with the fierceness because it's your purpose so that you can sustain. And that's what I teach with my tools and techniques. Meet Dee. We were able to shift Dee from a highly public career that was burning her out to a relaxed entrepreneurial dream she had of being a performer and music producer. And it saved her health. Her nervous system is healing because she gave up the masculine model and is learning to let it unfold and flow now instead of pushing it and making it happen. Shelley got a truckload of confidence, she said, once she was able to make the shift out of her head, out of her analytical mind, which is the masculine, and get more into her heart and her body. And that the sacred spaces that I provide for my clients opened up her creativity, and now she can really show up confidently for her clients. And Laura, I'm so proud of her. She had developed a very impressive business as an authority in the oil industry, but her family relationships weren't what she wanted because of that. She says, I'm fortunate to be in Lorraine's program. Her talent has changed me and my family forever. Her non-judgmental and humorous way makes issues easy to clear. Her guidance for my entrepreneurial life keep me balanced and happy. If you're lucky enough to work with Lorraine at this level, it's completely worth it for your transformation in all areas of your life. So shift number 3. Develop the courage to stay the course. How do you do that? You cultivate the courage through nurturing your dream and your vision. Your dream and vision of your business are the most precious and valuable things. You practice your dream's vibration until it overpowers all else. Learn to believe in that dream and vision that you've been given by something greater than you. It's a precious gift. Go ahead and honor it. Fuel your tenacity and keep going until you see your new reality. We need to recondition ourselves to take ourselves seriously and keep our promises to ourselves. We need to develop self-appreciation, which is the key. Without self-appreciation, we fail. We need to keep our vision and dream alive, a daily practice of staying the course. If you don't stay the course, you'll be saying no to your dream. Say yes to yourself and go the distance. Your work is needed now more than ever before. Realize and remember that your greatest purpose cannot be failed. It's a disservice to you and your dream clients if you don't show up in the best version of you. Let your work shine through. You are here for a reason. Don't wait until the end to find out that you could have been more. And I don't want to be morbid, but I want in my life review to be able to stand and know that I have made the most with the gifts that I've been given in this lifetime. Alex was taking too much responsibility for her client's success, so she was bogged down. Now she can relax. I bullseyed to the root of what held her back so she could finally fully give her wonderful gifts. Mandy was stuck in the masculine power, so things weren't flowing, and her fears compounded everything. Now she's relaxed and knows who she's here to serve and has the confidence she needs by tapping into her feminine energy. She says she has so much power now that she didn't have before. Adriana was overwhelmed by her family responsibilities and unable to do what she wanted with her life. And from my program, we got to the root so that she could really heal and change. She loved the program. She went from being a receptionist to being a successful realtor in Florida while raising her kids well. And when we spoke last week, she was so relaxed and happy. I've shown you the proven roadmap to success for heart-centered female entrepreneurs, especially if you're an empath. Number one, we must charge our worth. Number two, we must stop the hustle so we can stay healthy and stay in our businesses. And shift number three, we have to just stay the course. Just keep going. What you learned here today has helped put you on the path to healing your inner child so that you can finally become unstuck as a female entrepreneur. Type yes if you agree. If you used even a small fraction of what you learned here today, you will shift to number one, having the courage to charge more money. Number two, to ditch the masculine business model. And number three, to stay in the game. Go ahead and type yes if you agree. You're worth much more than what you're charging right now. And I'm guessing you want to know more about how you can develop the confidence to charge what you're worth so that you can stay in business. Would it be all right if I take the next 10 minutes to share my very special offer with you that I told you at the beginning I would? Introducing the Nurtured Entrepreneur Program with 3 sections: becoming fearless, realizing your greatness, and living your great big life, all healing the inner child. The first section, becoming fearless, we cover facing your fears and who your inner little girl is with my tools and techniques to really thoroughly heal her. Step into your greatness where you'll realize who you are. The power of the tongue and attitude, how we can change our lives just by the words we speak. And intuition, how to find it and how to use it as your major compass for success. Section 2, realize your greatness. We're going to learn about balancing the masculine and the feminine. We're going to learn about your unique ability and what makes you important. We're going to go deeper into confidence and dive deep into assertiveness and boundaries. And section 3, youthing and releasing bitterness and resentment, the 2 most dangerous emotions, and how when you release them, you actually age reverse. We're going to cover completions, simplifications, and no more drama, so your life is frictionless. We're going to really go into sourcing yourself and self-care so that you know how to get back on track quickly, and how depression can lead to deeper intuition, which leads to truer confidence. Here's Felicia. We were able to get to a huge root that was blocking many areas of her life so she could go forward with confidence in her business. She feels lighter now and highly recommends the program. Letty believed that she had to have a man to financially survive. Through my tools, she was able to shift that belief and more income opportunities presented themselves, and she got more clients. She now feels powerful, capable, and much more clear. She says, it feels good to know that a woman can take care of herself financially. So this is how the program is delivered. We have a private VIP members area where you can access all the trainings. We have weekly Zoom calls where you can answer any questions of me. Nothing is off limits. And as a former counselor, I'm here to help you do that. Number 3, we have a private, intimate Facebook group. Number 4, you get instant access to all 12 of the trainings in the modules. And number 5, we're in a 3-month nurturing container. This course is not going to cost you $10,000 or even $5,000. Normally, it's priced at $2,000, but today I'm offering an exclusive webinar price of only $997 or 3 installments of $357. Hope was overworked, bullied by her coworkers, and unheard by her boss. Through my tools and methods, she got a big raise and promotion, and the bullying has stopped. And she's left a dead-end relationship. Because of my program, she's on her own for the first time in her life. And she says, Lorraine changes lives. I now know how to show up for me and be in my power. Honesty was misunderstood, lonely, and depressed. But from my program and tools, she was able to stop doing for her family what they could do for themselves and freed up her time to expand her art career. Now she has regular showings of her art, even in another state. She says, Lorraine's program was instrumental in getting me over my roadblocks so I could keep going forward. So many good things are happening for me. Love you, Lorraine. This is for you if you're ready to accept and love yourself without shame or guilt. If you're ready to have a fulfilling business and career and finally earn your worth. If you're ready to live your great big life, and if you're ready to be filled with ease and flow so that you can now thrive. This is not for you if you aren't ready to go deep into healing, if you aren't prepared to show up for yourself, if you think it's impossible for you to succeed, and if you aren't willing to invest in yourself. And I've invested over $500,000 in my education and personal development. Lorraine is my cheerleader. After meeting Lorraine and being in her program, I shed 100 pounds that I gained after my husband died. I was able to reclaim my dream, and I'm now promoting concerts. I honor myself now. She taught me to believe in myself again. She's been my cheerleader all along the way. Her program works. Bonus number 1 is a 30-minute breakthrough call with me that you can use anytime in the next 6 months once you've healed your inner child and are ready to dive into your business or at any stuck point that you may be having. It's valued at $497, and many people have their huge breakthroughs just from this call. Bonus number 2, my self-love inner peace mini course, where you'll learn to deeply appreciate yourself and have your own back. And it has a 90-minute relaxing healing meditation that if you listen each night while you sleep for 30 days, your life will transform. It's a very popular program. And bonus number 3 makes this a no-brainer. If you pay in full in the next 72 hours, we're going to credit your entire tuition of $997 back to you for my expert team to help you with any of their services, with building your website, doing a landing page, your Facebook ads, or anything else that you need. So basically, the program is free for you if you pay in full. So today, I covered the 3 shifts you must make to thrive as a heart-centered empath, female business owner, and not burn out, and to be able to go the distance. To number 1, charge your worth by healing your inner child. To number 2, dump the masculine business model for your health and happiness. And number 3, stay the course. You will get there if you keep going. You have a choice. Choice number 1, continue what you've been doing alone and reap the same results if that's been serving you. Or Choice number 2, invest in your dream with the proven guidance that can help you expand and grow as an empath entrepreneur so that you can live your vision, fulfill your dream, and make your impact on the world in your lifetime. How I can help you, 8 ways. Handle your fears for good to end your sabotaging patterns. Personally help you in the 3 shifts so that you don't sacrifice what's most important to you. Answer all your questions because I've been where you are. Help you gain legendary confidence in yourself and in your work. Guide you with ease and flow so that you can end the hustle forever. Trust your inner voice for your happiest, most balanced life. Teach you to never be overworked again for your health and long life. Show you step by step how to believe your vision and your dream, which is priceless. How much time and effort has your business cost you so far? How much money have you spent trying to get your business going? I believe in me now. I was beat down by life, but I knew there was more for me. Lorraine helped me believe in me and resurrect my life passion. I recommend working with her any way possible. She helps you find your passion and purpose and see how truly beautiful and worthy you are. She's the real deal. And Denise in Australia says that my program gave her courage to take on the world. She's been working on her dream and is now making the difference she's wanted in her Aboriginal culture in Australia. She says, my audacious dream is becoming a reality. I'm now making the difference I've wanted to for decades. Lorraine supported me to keep my dreams alive when everything else said to drop it. When I talked to her, she had such a relaxed, calm confidence. Grace Kelly says, Lorraine's clients are fortunate to access their dreams again and gain permission to live their passion and be in their full self-expression. Let her compassion support you and your dreams and live your life to the full. So the Nurtured Entrepreneur in summary. One-time payment of $997 or 3 payments of $357. And bonus number 1 is a private Zoom call with me where you get a big breakthrough for only $497. Bonus number 2 is my Self-Love Inner Peace mini course, one of my most popular programs, and you'll learn to really appreciate yourself, and the 90-minute relaxing meditation will transform your life and heal your nervous system. That's valued at $397. Bonus number 3, if you pay in full in the next 72 hours, you can use your entire tuition toward services with my expert team who can help you with your website, your landing page, or your Facebook ads, or whatever else you need in business. So your total bonus value is $1,891, almost $2,000. The program value is $2,000. So the total value is $3,891, almost $4,000. So if you want to learn how to quickly get out of your head and let go of overthinking so you can lead with peaceful confidence, if you want to prevent burnout by understanding how to create healthy, regenerative boundaries and practices, if you want to stop settling for crumbs and start earning your true worth, if you want to understand that by doing the inner work, you're actually growing strong roots from which your business can thrive, if you want to stomp out your fears and forgive your past so you can become the elevated, confident, unstoppable version of you, and end regret by taking action to create the life you truly want, then click the link below. I promise the guarantee to your success, and here it is. Just never quit on your dream, and remember who you are as an infinite being. If you never quit and believe in the desire in your heart that was given to you, you'll get there. Just don't quit. If you don't quit on your dream, You'll be open to new ideas and directions to carry your dream through if you just don't quit. And this is the secret. Most people quit. I hope that's not you. Jessica Caver Lindholm says, Lorraine's level of authenticity, integrity, and powerful vulnerability is so rare, especially in the online world. Lorraine stands alone in experience, expertise, and compassion that she provides her clients. If you want your biggest, brightest life, then don't look any further. Work with Lorraine today. And you belong here with my other beautiful clients. I can't wait to hear about your success. I'll leave you with this. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That was Eleanor Roosevelt. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly have enjoyed sharing this with you. This is my life's work, and I'm just so excited to work with you. So join the nurtured entrepreneur to end the grind and have fun in your business again.